Welcome to the Benzano Podcast, where we're calling a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. Sophie, the trophy. Caitlin Clark, Raven Johnson, Sophie Cunningham. This has your fingerprints all over it. This is your handwriting. I know you're aware of what's going on out here. I know you see the chatter, you see the talk, you see the dialogue. You want to quell as much of that as you possibly can. You want to turn the focus somewhere else. You want to change the discussion. You want to let everybody know it's all good here. It's all good here. Shout out to Sophie Cunningham for coming back to the Indiana Fever. I think this is a veteran presence, a locker room presence, a leadership presence that doesn't get spoken about enough. Sophie Cunningham has clearly taken Raven Johnson under her wing. Raven Johnson in practice, you see Raven Johnson and them kikiing and ha-haing and talking quite often. You see them on the bench kikiing and ha-haing and talking quite often. Sophie Cunningham's tight with Clark, so you see the three of them often. Sophie, Caitlin, and Lexi are tight, so you see the four of them often. I think Sophie Cunningham knows what she's doing. We're going to try to ingratiate her into this as much as we can to change fans' perspective. Let's keep the locker room drama out of this. Let's keep the outside at bay as best as we can. I think a few things could be going on here, and we're going to talk about that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. Raven Johnson comes out, calls Caitlin Clark the GOAT. Let's take a look. The GOAT right there. Now, the GOAT, like, she's the best ever. I think so. The GOAT, like, the best ever. Is this just a teammate hyping up another teammate? Sure. Could be either of those things. It could be both of those things. But you knew the online attacks for Raven Johnson were going to happen, right? You knew that Raven Johnson was going to get called every name in the book, a sellout, a coon, on the plantation now. So Raven Johnson, she doubles down. She takes to her Instagram and doubles down. The GOAT. Just in case you guys aren't seeing the names. Raven, don't piss me off. This, that, slave-ish. The Leches put that belt on her back. Damn, Get Out. They got Raven already. I like that movie, Get Out. And then you have, she's a slave now. I feel they all got to kiss up to CC just to stay on that team because it's not even close to the GOAT. And then you have the section that's saying she's playing chess, not checkers. She's playing chess, not checkers. LML, Raven is playing in these people's faces, and I love it. She knows who the real GOAT is, but she also knows how gullible and racist the CC fan base is. She's playing chess, not checkers, the long game. If you don't realize Raven's playing the long game, she has to be a teammate. You could tell she came to grips with her journey and that God has given. Now, like I said, I think a few things can be going on here. It doesn't need to be one or the other. It can be one. It could be multiple. It can be all. Number one, she actually thinks Caitlin Clark's the GOAT. Number two, she thinks she was, this is a person just hyping up her teammate and she just let it slip. That's the word that came out of her mouth. That's the word that came out of her mouth. Number three, you have Raven Johnson now off of the Dawn Staley victimhood juice. The victimhood locker room of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Raven Johnson is now free from those shackles, since we don't want to use the slave analogy. She's free from that mindset. She doesn't walk it through every day now with the same message that you're a victim, you're a victim, you're a victim, you're a victim. She's away from Dawn Staley. I mean, and if you saw the way that she played on Saturday, you didn't really see that Raven Johnson appear too often at Dawn Staley, South Carolina. pushing the pace like she was. You don't see that very often. So she's away from the Dawn Staley. 4, her and CC got along. 5, this is kind of where I'm leaning a little bit. Sophie Cunningham is stepping in and saying, hey, the cameras are going to be in front of your face. The cameras are going to be following you around everywhere. You don't need to necessarily play nice, but let's not catch you sulking. Let's not catch you miserable. Let's not catch you happy. You got to buy in. You got to be bought in. I think Sophie Cunningham is responsible for a lot of this. A lot of the kumbayaing that we're now seeing on the Indiana Fever sideline. I think that's Sophie Cunningham. I think that's Sophie Cunningham's veteran leadership, veteran presence. Now I'm seeing a lot of people saying, this is also Raven Johnson saying, well, how can I get some of these fans? How can I, let me surround myself with Caitlin. Let me get next to Sophie and let's see if I can pull from their fan base a little bit, because I got shoes coming out too. I'm gonna need to sell my shoes. Now I'm not ready to place my bet in either one of these scenarios. Right? Is it the fact that she thinks Caitlin Clark's the GOAT? I'm not ready to go there yet. Is it that she's off the Dawn Staley plantation and she's freed from the victim mindset and she's maybe getting back to who she was prior to Dawn Staley? That's possible. I mean, how much can a person really change in 2 months? So that's a question. But it is possible. It is very well possible. And then you have the Sophie Cunningham dynamic. Sophie Cunningham is the blueprint of how to cash in best, how to capitalize on the CC effect best with how she went down last year. You say nice things about Caitlin Clark. You stick up for her on the court. You play your ass off. You're gonna get the support. You're gonna get the fan. You're gonna get the fan love. Now, what would really make Raven Johnson skyrocket? And I'm not encouraging this. I'm not asking for this. But if this happens, if there's a little bit of a scrap on the floor, and Raven Johnson's the one stepping in front of Caitlin Clark getting so and so's fate, if folks, let's just say the first time we go up against the Chicago Sky, J.C. Sheldon, Caitlin Clark's arch nemesis, the arch nemesis, J.C. Sheldon, Dejanay. What if Raven Johnson's like, all right, this is what Sophie did. Let me show him what I got. Let me show him what I could do. Hey, you're getting in the wrong person's face. You're pushing the wrong person down. You're smacking the wrong person in the head. You're poking the wrong person in the eye. That would be something now, huh? Now, that would be something, now, wouldn't it? That would do more convincing me that, oh yeah, she's off the Dawn Staley plantation. That would do far more convincing me that she's off the plantation. Words only go so far. I want to see the action. Words can only go so far. I want to see the action. But I think we're off to a good start so far with Raven Johnson. The team, I mean, other than drafting her, well, she's on our team now. But once she's been on the team, I think the players have done a good job of trying to navigate that as best as they could to try to mitigate any type of outside noise. And to Raven Johnson's credit, I think she's done a pretty good job ingratiating herself. I'm not going to do backflips yet. I'm not going to say all sign and dandy yet. But I can't take it out on the players that the front office decided to make that decision. I'm not going to forget what was said 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. I don't have short-term memory loss. But I am going to acknowledge what's currently unfolding in front of me. Shout out to Sophie Cunningham. I think that veteran leadership is going a long way, especially in this situation, because I really don't see anybody else in the locker room stepping up like that, trying to bring everybody together. Kelsey Mitchell's there just to hoop. AB is a nice lady. Sophie, I see. Hey, everybody get over here. Everybody get over here. We're about to go out on a night on a town. I see Sophie Cunningham doing that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, hype the video, subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.